everyone! So today I am here with a video that is a bit different than what I've been doing on this channel so far. Instead of a figure review, it is going to be a doll review. Recently, I just purchased my first Pullip doll. The first time I saw a picture of a Pullip doll was in elementary school, and I just thought they were so cute, but I had no idea where to get them or how to go about getting them. And then once I got older and I did know, their price kind of steered me clear of them. But recently I just fell in love with this specific Pullip's design and I just decided to go for it. And it is Pullip Nella Retro Memory version. She is a collaboration doll between Pullip and Alice and the Pirates, which is a Lolita brand, which is also sort of a stem off of the brand Baby the Stars Shine Bright. And she is also a recoloring of an earlier Pullip called Nella as well, who is black and more gothic in style. So I will start with her outfit and her stock and then go over the doll herself. First of all, this was the box she came in. Really, really pretty box, but I don't like to spend time on boxes because that's boring. Her stand is an antique gold plastic. She also has this really, really adorable little suitcase, and it's really like soft and it actually feels sort of like minky material. And the little straps are made of a faux leather and they Velcro and it opens. So it is actually a functional little bag, which whenever little tiny things like this are functional, it just makes me so happy. I think it is just so adorable. How cute is that? She also came with this thing. I'm not entirely sure what it is. In my mind, it is a magical staff of some sort. That is what this thing looks like. It is also made of antique gold plastic. It has this little purpley ball in the center, and then this is a piece of fabric that is tied into a ribbon, and it is secured down here with glue, so it's not going to come apart. She also has this little cape which comes detached from her. It has a ton of little safety pins. Like, to put it on her, you have to unhook it with a hook and an eye right there. Then you have to unsafety pin this, which I guess I'll just do it for you. You have to unsafety pin this little strand of pearls. Then you have to unsafety pin this bow with a chain. And then there is a hook and eye closure and it opens. So that's kind of a lengthy process for this tiny little cape. And right there is a little clock decoration. And the only thing I would say about this is actually a piece of felt with a paper clock glued onto it. I think they could have made these plastic. I've seen like plastic clocks on jewelry and stuff, so I definitely think these little clock decorations that she has could be made of plastic. She has so much detail. I know Pullips have a lot of detail, a lot of them do, but when I got my first one, I guess it's just until you have one in your hand, you really are not expecting quite the level of detail that there really is. Everything is on a safety pin on her, it seems. She has this dress with this bow and it's on a safety pin. This bow is on a safety pin. Her little chain belt is safety pinned. All of the decorations on her headdress are safety pinned, so everything is on a safety pin. So you can kind of take it off and move it around if you really wanted to, although I think the way they have it is fine, so I don't really plan on moving anything around. But first of all, her dress is long sleeved. It has these long bell sleeves, lots of little bow details everywhere, and these actually slide off. I prefer them on, but you can have her in a short sleeve dress. Her bodice is a brown sort of suede material that has these little gold button details that have chains running between them, if you can see that. And her dress has got a lot going on, the skirt part. There are 3 layers. The first one is this, the main layer that has a ton of lace and ruffles and ribbons. And her little belt is actually totally loose and detachable, and you can unhook it with a little lobster clasp on the back. And it also has one of those paper clock decorations. There are 2 rows of lace and a brown ruffle. And underneath she has this sort of petticoat layer, and it actually has layers on its own. It has 3 layers of this chiffon-y material. And then beneath that, she has a net petticoat as well. She does not have any panties, which I think is kind of weird because I think a lot of Pullips do come with panties, but she did not. The back of her dress is actually sort of pulled up and bustled so that you can see the brown underneath. And I would like to address that there is some quality issue with her skirt. There are a lot of these really thin little strings coming off of it, and I need to take some scissors and snip a lot of those off, but there's quite a few, like a lot. There is a lot that I'm showing you right here, so that is a bit disappointing for an expensive doll, but hopefully when I snip them off they won't come back and they'll just stay away, so it'll be all fine and I can just forget that it was ever there. Her stockings are a really adorable diamond checkerboard sort of pattern that are brown and cream, which goes along with her color scheme. And then she has these little Lolita-like shoes. And these are actually really, really loose. They stay on. They haven't fallen off of her feet yet, but they like wiggle a lot and they definitely are not snug on her feet. She also has this headdress that is made of lace, and then it has a strand of pearls along the top, a bow, and one of those paper clock decorations on this side, and then 2 different colored bows on this side. And that is about it for her stock. Let's talk about the doll herself. Her face is very pale and innocent looking. Her lips are pale pink, and there's a slight hint of pale pink blush on her cheeks. Her eyes are actually really interesting. They are 2 different colors, red and blue, so she's got the heterochromia going on, which I actually think is a great, really unique feature to her. And her eyeshadow matches her hair and her lips exactly as a very pale, pale pink, and she has brown eyeliner. So I think her face up is really pretty. Her wig is pink, obviously. And it actually has 2 or 3 different shades of pink in it to give it sort of a really pretty effect that gives it a little more depth. And then it is in 2 braids that are then scooped back up to make these little loop things. I don't really know what you'd call them. And there are some fuzzy flyaway hairs sticking out of them, but that is really to be expected in any doll that has braided hair, because let's face it, that happens with human hair as well. And I can't really comment on whether her hair is frizzy or not because it is done in braids, so it's all really tightly packed in these 2 little areas. So overall, I am completely satisfied with my first Pullip purchase. I don't plan on seriously collecting Pullips because I can't really afford it. However, I would like to get the Sewell doll that is her companion, Johan, and I desperately want Pullip Tifona. She is so pretty, and I'll probably ask for her for Christmas because I love her. Yeah, that is about it. I hope you enjoyed my first Pullip review and that it was informative and not rambly, because I can be kind of rambly. So to avoid the rambling, I will just end this video here, and I will see you in my next one. Bye everyone!